Hello friends, today we are going to discuss chapter 1 of chemistry, matter in our surrounding for class 9 CBSE. According to NCERT book, it is the first chapter of science also for class 9 students. Now let's begin. The first question will come to our mind that what is matter? All things which we see around us and use in our everyday life together constitute matter or are matter. They occupy space and has mass, thus are named matter. They are made up of particles. Now, what are the types of matter? There are two types of matter on the basis of one physical nature and on the basis of chemical constitution. Means we can classify matter into two types. On the basis of their one classification on the basis of physical nature, another on the classification on the basis of their chemical properties. Now, characteristics of particles of matter. We know that matter is particulate. The particles of matter are very small. They have spaces between them and are continuously moving, attract each other. Now, what is diffusion? Intermixing of particles of two different types of matter on their own is called diffusion. The rate of diffusion increases on increasing the temperature of the diffusing substances. By which method? By heating method. Examples of diffusion in gases. In our everyday life, we see the aroma of food being cooked in the kitchen reaches us even we are at a considerable distance. Happens due to diffusion of the particles in that food. The fragrance of burning incense takes spread all around due to diffusion. The fragrance of perfume also spread due to this diffusion process. Diffusion happens in solid, liquid, gases. Diffusion in gases we have discussed. Now diffusion in liquid, one activity is given in NCERT. The color of potassium permanganate is acquired by water on its own due to the diffusion of potassium permanganate particles in water. The spread of ink in water on its own is due to diffusion of ink particles in water. This isn't so that the diffusion only takes place between gases only. It takes in both fluids, means both liquid and gases, and in solids also. Now, in the example of diffusion in solids, if two metal blocks are bound together tightly and kept undisturbed for a few years, then the particles of one metal are found to have diffused into the other metal. Now, if we write something on a blackboard and leave it undisturbed for at least 10 to 15 days, we will find that the particles of chalk will diffuse on the surface of blackboard. Till here, these are very important and these are in the properties of diffusion. If you go through any book, these are very important aspects of this chapter and among the important concepts in this matter in our surrounding, and also the basic first chapter of chemistry in whether any aspects. Now, till here we have the now. Also, if we write something on a blackboard and leave it undisturbed for at least 10 to 15 days, we will find that it becomes quite difficult to clean the board afterwards. This is due to the fact that some of the particles of chalk have diffused into the surface of blackboard. Now again, the example of diffusion in gases. Let's recap. The aroma of food is an example of that. The fragrance of burning incense take, the fragrance of perfume. All these spread through this diffusion in gases of the particles of the gases. Now diffusion in liquid particles. Now diffusion in particles of liquid. One example from the NCERT activity, potassium permanganate. It acquires the color in the bucket. The whole activity is given. I will make another video on activity series for all the chapters. Now, spreading of ink is also an example of diffusion. If we put ink or even the Dettol or the Savlon we use for as an antiseptic, if we drop their particles in bucket or in water, they spread. So this diffusion of their particles. Diffusion in liquids, there are many aspects. All these are limit. There is no confined boundaries of the examples of these diffusion. Everywhere there is diffusion. If we find there are many practical examples of diffusion. In solids, two examples I have given that two metal blocks blocks are bound together tightly and kept undisturbed for a few years, then the particle will acquire the another metals on its surface. And if we write something on a blackboard and leave it undisturbed, after 10 to 15 days it will be difficult to rub, means the surface get diffused with that. Now all these are the summary till that we have discussed. If you want, you can jot these or take a proper screenshot for jotting it in your copy. Now afterwards we will discuss what is what are the differences between states of, or how there are how many states of matter. Normal, there are three states of matter: solid, liquid and gas. But before these we must study Brownian movement. The random motion of particles suspended in a fluid, means both liquid and gas, results from their bombardment by the fasting movement atoms or molecules, means the particles of the fluid, liquid or gas. This zigzag or haphazard motion of the particle is known as Brownian motion. I forgot to tell you that the particles of matter are either atom or in the form of molecule. Now again, what is Brownian motion? Again, the very simple, the random zigzag motion of the particles of fluids. So a movement there was a scientist named Brownian. That's why the movement is here, Brownian movement. This haphazard movement, also you can say haphazard movement. The random particles, when they are suspended in a fluid, results from the bombardment by zigzag motion. If we draw the motion or the movement by the fast moving atoms or molecules, the particles of the liquid. Now, states of matter. There are three states of matter, but in chemistry there are after we will know plasma and BEC, then we will get to know that there are five states of matter. Fourth state is plasma and fifth state is Bose-Einstein condensate. Now states of matter. Solid state. The space between the particles is very less, and in liquid state the space between the particles is slightly more as compared to solid, but still very less. The force of attraction between the particles is strong, thus the solid has compact particles. The force of attraction between the particle is strong enough to hold the particles together, but not strong enough to hold the particles in a fixed position in liquid. The forces of attraction between particles is negligible, hence particles of a gas move freely in all directions. Gas thus can mix or diffuse into other gases. The kinetic energy of particle is very less in solid, quite more in liquid and more than in gases. Now a very important 5-marker question arises, that tabulate or write down the differences between solid, liquid and gases. Remind these dear friends that this is a very important question, or very important also for our quite a strategic or planned study. We must make a note, or you must jot down the answer in your copy, in your notebook, sorry. Now volume. According to volume, solid have definite volume, as intermolecular force between the constituent particles are very strong. In liquid, definite volume as same, but in gases no definite volume. Now diffusion. According to diffusion aspect, solid can diffuse into liquid. The diffusion is higher than solid in liquids, and gas is highly diffusible as particles move randomly at high speed. Now according to the compressibility, this is negligible in both liquid and solid, high in gases. Rigidity is also very. Now these are very important. I no need not to explain all these now. Thank you. And all these in the last are soundless. I have not added the audio so that you could jot these. If you want to jot these, for the note purpose you can jot. We will discuss change of states in another video, another lecture series, in lecture 2. Here I have given so that for your plan study, so that you could jot, and after reading the notes it will be very clear when I will make lecture on the second video. Thank you.